Hey there, it's Rachel from All About Planners. So in this video I'm going to show you how to make your own labels if you do not have a Silhouette machine and you do not want to hand cut stickers. So your other alternative that you can do is purchase label paper that is already pre-cut to the size of the sticker sheets, and then you run that through your printer and you just peel it off so you don't have to hand cut it yourself. Now this method is quite expensive to do, so I would only recommend it if you occasionally use planner stickers, or if you're not sure if planner stickers are going to be the right fit for you and you want to give it a go and make some custom ones, or if you're using a large quantity of the same sticker sheet, because most of these, if you use the company's website and print it through them, you have to get the same design on all of the sheet rather than a variety. So I mean, yes, you can use it for making stickers. It's personally not what I use, and I don't think it's the best option, but it is an option that you can do. So go on to the Avery website and go to Avery WePrint. Now you don't have to use Avery, I'm not sponsored by them or anything, it's just that they're the most, I guess, well known for having the label paper with the pre-sized stickers, so I'm using that one as my example because it's available worldwide. There's other companies that do it as well, like Online Labels, and they're usually cheaper for the bulk price if you're buying more as well. Okay, so you want to go onto this WePrint website and then you can pick from the different sizes. So personally I would go with rectangle. The reason being is that it's economical in terms of how many you can fit on a label sheet. If you've got something like this with a scallop, you can't fit as many on them because of the fancy design. You can fit a lot on if it's a rectangle, and it also works well in any sort of planner. So I would recommend going with the small size one. Now obviously you should get a ruler and measure up your planner first to see what size you need. No point going and making stickers which are going to be too big. At the same time, you don't want to go so small that the font is going to be really tiny and hard to read, and you don't have any space to put a graphic if that's what you want to do. So make sure you measure up your planner first and write down those dimensions because you're bound to forget them. And then you can refer to that when you're choosing from these pre-made label sizes. Like I said before, there are other companies that do this, not just Avery, and you also do not have to use their website to get it printed. As you can see, that's like $12. You could probably buy a whole sheet of the labels and then just print them at home and just use the website to like design the sticker. Okay, so just throwing a few ideas out there for you guys. So let's say that we're going to go with the smallest size. So I've selected that one, and then we're going to pick the material. Now again, that's going to affect your price. I personally prefer to use matte label paper. The reason being is that I can still write on it with a pen, whereas that is usually not the case for glossy. Some pens don't work, especially like fine tip ones. Ballpoint ones seem to be okay, but some pens just don't work on glossy. They just rub right off. So if you want to make labels where you write stuff on them, definitely go with matte label paper. And as you can see, price can vary if you're using the different types of label papers. Okay, so let's go with matte and let's start designing. So, a sticker that is quite popular for everyone because it's super functional is Build You. So that's what I'm going to make when my super slow internet finally loads. So you can choose a blank template, or you can upload a PDF if you have a design from somewhere else. I'm going to use a blank template. Now, like I said before, it's not really ideal to be making stickers in this because it's not a sophisticated software. You can't really align things in the center of the sticker if that's how you want it put in there. You're very limited in terms of the font style, the colors, the options, just everything is very basic. So if you're just doing this first round, you want to have a go at it, you're not sure if you are interested in making stickers, you want to trial it, this is a good way to do it. But I wouldn't recommend using it all the time as like your main way to make stickers. Invest in a Silhouette machine. The cost of that totally covers the cost of the label paper. So let's say you wanted one sheet of these, it's going to cost you like $12. So you're only going to get like, what's that, 20 for like the cost of a Silhouette machine plus label paper. Like, just make it yourself, it's a lot better value. Okay, so if you did want to, this is how you would do it. So you want to add your text. Now I'm going to add curved text, so I'm just going to left click and drag to place that on the template, and I'm going to change it to Build You, and I'm going to expand that out because that's obviously quite small. So let's make it bigger, and that didn't want to work because again it's not a sophisticated tool. Alrighty, so as you can see, it's kind of hard and awkward to move things around. It's a bit cumbersome. Now I register bills due as red, like red meaning bad or like urgent, so that's what I'm going to change the color to. Now I like icons and graphics, so I'm going to add a little circle underneath this bill due text here and make it red, and I want the solid color to be red as well, and I'm going to just shrink that down a bit so that it sits underneath it, and I might just move that up a little bit. Now see how I'm trying to align it to the center and it's not giving me any sort of ruler or a guide. So if you use the Silhouette software, which is free anyway, it will automatically align it for you, so I'm just going to have to guess here. For your own use it's fine, but if you want to make stickers to sell, you're going to have to use the Silhouette tool, especially because then you can cut them out with it. So you use Silhouette Studio, which is the free software, then you run it through the Silhouette machine. So I get lots of questions on which tool it is. I do not use the Cricut. I've never used the Cricut or tried it. I can only recommend the Silhouette because that's what my sister and I use for our stickers. Okay, so I've just typed the $sign. I'm going to press Control A to highlight all of that text, and I'm going to change it to white because I like the contrast of the red and the white, and then the white also looks good because you've got the white background. So I need to move this. Like I said before, it's kind of cumbersome to move. You have to like click out of that menu. Like it's just kind of awkward to select, as you can see. It doesn't really want to move. Okay, there we go. I'm going to make it bigger so it stands out more, and then again I have to re-center it, which is a pain. Okay, that looks about centered. So there's my sticker. So it looks pretty cute to me, but again you could also do this in other software as well. They have other options here. You can add background colors if you wanted to, and other different types of shapes. But super limited, like there's hardly anything there. You know, it's just so much easier to use that Silhouette software. Okay, so if you did want to get these printed, then you would go to preview, okay it all, and then you add it to basket. And to give you an idea on how expensive this is, if you add on shipping, I am in Australia if you haven't picked up on my Aussie accent. So if you're in Australia, the cost is like $12 for one sheet of stickers. That was one I made before. And then if you want shipping, $8. So this is like $20 for just one label paper sheet. You could get an entire pack for that and then just print them yourself. But if you do want to, then there's that option. That's how you do it. If you are making a whole bunch of them, so if you had one sheet of red bill due for your like mortgage, for example, and you wanted to have the same image but you wanted a different color, then you can create a copy of it and then make it like green for your power bill or whatever you wanted to do. There's a few different options there. So I mean, it's not too long to make it itself, but then you have to wait for it to be shipped to you. You can't just print it out at your home printer and start using it straight away. But this is another option if you were looking for one. So I hope you found this video tutorial helpful. If you do want to learn how to make your own planner stickers, I do have an e-course where I teach how to do that, and I'll include the link in the description box below this video if you're interested in it. I also have a tutorial on how to do header stickers, which is a sample from that e-course, which is on my blog. The link will also be below. So that one's a good one to trial out using like proper software, proper design software, and see if you want to use that to make all your stickers rather than doing this option. So I hope you found this video helpful, and don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel for more planner related stuff, and I'll see you in the next video.